Yeah, so here's Tony and Todd ready to send to the printers. So yeah, they're ready to go. Basically, I've been working on getting Todd as good as possible because Tony's just a variation of Todd. Basically, he's a bit taller and skinnier, and he's a slightly lankier character, and once I've got the base mesh, then it's quite easy to distort. And one thing like Nomad is wonderful for push and pulling modeling and distorting. So once you've got your model done, it's very easy to create a variation, and you can see like there are subtle differences. The arms are thinner, the legs are longer and thinner. Shoes are slightly different size as well. There's a different gait, there's a different stance to them as well. But they're basically, it's not quite an A pose, but it's like close enough, and you can see where I've just basically pushed and pulled them, but they are slightly different. The t-shirt hangs differently. Might need to do a little bit more work perhaps. The t-shirt's a bit more creased on Tony because he's skinnier. It's hard for skinny tall people to find a t-shirt to fit them, whereas Todd is wearing a t-shirt that barely fits him. In fact, probably what I've done that's not quite right with Todd is made his t-shirt a bit too form-fitting. But yeah, no, you know what? It's good enough for two flies, two mates with t-shirts and trainers on. I think turned out quite well, and I think if you look at them, you can see which one enjoys being a fly more. I think Todd's got the bigger belly, so he's a stockier guy, stronger, yeah, but he does like eating food, whereas a lanky tall man is a little bit fussy about what he eats, and he's a little bit more depressed, so his face is a little bit more mopey, not a lot because he's got to be happy in the end, and this is just their resting faces anyway, so yeah, I'm very happy actually. I'm very happy that I went with the 4 arms and 2 legs rather than it's made life a bit more difficult, but I think they just look better. I could have put hairs on them, gone really crazy, but I'm not worried about that because in reality these things would be printed sort of for the diorama. I'm thinking maybe 25mm, 15mm, like slightly larger than life size, but I want to produce some maybe 50mm ones, and the next stage is to get them printed and start putting them into situations. I have to finish off my website today as well. It's starting to annoy me a bit. I've got a bit frustrated with it, but I'm going to get back with that. And if these boys print out well, this is the test. They may not print out well. There may be glitches I don't know about. Yeah, but if they print out well enough, these boys are ready to lock. They're done, and I can drop them into dioramas. And the beauty is now the mesh is done, I can create like slight variations of them. The other flies at the party are going to be just versions of Tony and Todd, basically. I think this will work. And how I've got it at the moment, the heads are interchangeable. I can swap their expressions as well. So, it will be an ongoing process. But I'm very happy I finally finished these guys because it's been a long time. Started this and then stopped it and started it and stopped it. And it's nice to actually get to the end, like finish something. And we'll see. It may not be finished. As I say, I need to print them, and we will go from there.